yawning. I'm not.
Hey everyone, how y'all doing tonight? Once again, welcome to another night of the Aurorian Age, a cast by Grievance Global Gaming. Tonight you have myself, Steelheart, then we have Liette.
Hello.
We have Memo.
Evening, folks.
And we have Deuce.
Hey.
So how are y'all doing this evening?
I didn't puke today, so things are good.
Things are always good when you don't puke.
It's pretty bad when that's my baseline criteria.
Yeah, that is bad. I'm doing fantastic. Been playing lots of ArcheAge, so that's always good.
Oh man, I can't get enough of it. You know, I've had a busy week with everything going on, getting ready for the get together. And today I got some, and last night, way late last night, I got some good, serious gameplay in. And we did everything from a little PvP to running some people over to the other continent. So thank you, Bear, by the way. Nice maneuvering. We had a ship dogging us the whole way, which is cool. I love the sea battles in this game. And then did a dungeon earlier today. How about you, Memo? Last week, what have you done?
Well, the big thing for me is we did a trade run the other night, and I was the only person without a donkey. So I made it in my mission in life. After you repeatedly called out I was the only person without a donkey, I made it my mission in life to get the donkey. So I am now, I now am in possession of said donkey, and will not be the only one without one for our next guild run.
Now, what did you name the donkey? This is very important.
Snowballs. He's white.
Okay, that's acceptable.
She asked.
I did.
You did.
And what'd you name your donkey again, Liette?
Fluffy. Fluffy the donkey.
Fluffy.
And Deuce, your donkey, is it your donkey or your horse that's baby?
My horse is baby because nobody puts baby in a corner. My donkey is Slim.
Slim. My donkey's name is Donkey. Major
But
creativity.
wait. Do you just say it as donkey, or do you go donkey?
Donkey.
Okay, there you go. Very important.
I'm from the South. Of course, it's Donkey. Liette, what have you done? You've done something special today. You're about to complete something special.
Oh, I already got it, and I took it for a spin. So today I got to build my first boat. It's a clipper, courtesy of Memo. Thank you, sir. So I have a boat, and now I have that song stuck in my head about being on a boat. Yeah, and you're never going to hear the enemy singing I'm on a boat. So it was pretty sweet. It got some really good advice to work off of Hell's Dam Oasis, because that's real close to the water, and it sure was fast. So thank you. And thanks to Mead as well, with Memo, for giving me a lot of mats that I needed. So thank you both. Yay, I got a boat.
That's what we do here. We help each other out, and you know, when people want something, we do our best to make sure they get it. That's the kind of guild we are.
Absolutely.
Yep.
And I have cannonballs for the cannon. Woo!
How many did you use last night? No.
Really?
I can't believe you did not
That was
shoot
a
at
good girl.
anything.
She DC'd, remember? She got taken off for cannon during DC.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. She wound up in the drink.
It was real tragic, man. Lost my cannon. I didn't get to make booming noises or anything.
And Deuce, how about yourself? I know you're a busy man.
I have zero labor, like everything. You know, it's running the farms and making sure everything gets picked and everything gets planted. You know, I don't do it myself, of course. You know, we have lots of help and everything. Of course, it's funny how people have figured out that it's good experience picking up our crops, and so now
Very nice.
we have tons of people offering to come up and pick crops now.
Oh, it's a great experience. Every time I go up there, I get 20 to 30%.
Yeah, 1,000+ per seed pack. So that's a lot better than grinding mobs at 100 some odd XP apiece.
Yeah,
No
like I
doubt.
said, yeah, my first level 50, you know, 20 to 50 was all from farming. So, you know, definitely a viable way to level.
Awesome. Yeah, I don't turn down a chance to go up to the farms and pick some flowers, so to speak, chop some trees. So tonight we're going to have a little bit. I'll say it's going to be a shorter cast, but you know how that goes. We're gonna discuss the jury system, the trial system. Now, there's still a few things we don't know, so feel free to fill in the blanks a little bit. But we're going to start out with, I was streaming the other night and got picked for jury duty, so I did a video on it. So if y'all will bear with us, I'm going to play the video, in theory. I don't usually produce, so we'll see how this goes. No laughing.
You can do
so
it.
You get summoned to a jury. Basically what happens is you're going to be sitting in a pew next to 4 or 5 other jurors. And you'll have the criminal record of the accused put in front of you. So you can see the accused over here. You look at the charges: murder, murder, assault, assault, murder, assault. This guy has 73 reports, crime points of 50, underwent trial twice, pled guilty once, trial history, guilty 1, not guilty 0. Total jail time for this character is 38 minutes. Then assault, assault, assault.
That is crazy. That is so
The memos are over here. They apparently some people really didn't like this guy.
We just finished our guide of 48 minutes.
Nice. So, now that you've read all the charges, you go to give a verdict. You see the little things right here. The next step is there. Now I have a selection to make. So, I can choose not guilty if I want, but he's here for a reason. I don't usually give max unless there's larceny involved or it's a guild that is known to just absolutely grief people. You know, PvP is part of the game. So I'll go with an 8 minute. Then I think what happens is it takes the average of everybody here, and you see there's other people here. Looks like we have another grievance member here with us. Mad Cow's here with us.
Oh, the jury tampering.
That's what I'm talking about.
So I selected my penalty, now I'll hit select penalty. And almost everybody voted this one not guilty, which is fine too. PvP is part of the game. This is the larceny emblem right here. This is, you see one of these, I'll automatically vote max for guilty. And then when you're done?
Okay, so a really simple experience as far as being on part of the jury. We're still trying to work out how the actual verdicts are decided. Myself and Mad Cow, we got together after the jury, and it was actually the next night. I said, yeah, I gave that guy max. He said, I gave that guy max also. But he was voted, well, I didn't give, I think I gave him middle of the road, and Mad Cow gave him max, but he was still voted, or found not guilty. So maybe there needs to be a certain amount of not guilty votes, and then they're automatically found not guilty or something. We're still not quite sure how all that works, but that's my assumption of how it works. Now, understand there's a lot of things that you can do to get sent to trial, and the whole system is basically designed to, well, just like crime and punishment in most civilized countries, the whole system is basically designed to punish you when you've done something wrong. So the basic forms of punishment are, or that you can the basic crimes you can commit is assault, murder, and larceny. Now, Deuce, what is assault?
Assault, what it is same faction. I turn purple / bloodlust, and then just hit you, but don't kill you. That puts a mark on the ground, and it costs you 1 crime point.
And then, for those that don't know, when you see the mark on the ground, you can actually click on it and report them and say, well, he hit me, and it gives them crime points. And I believe it's 50 crime points. 50 crime points end up, you go to trial. Is that correct?
Once you hit 50 crime points and you get killed by a player, not by a mob, but by a player, then you will go to trial.
Okay.
There's some names I really enjoy seeing in trial, gotta say.
Well, you know, there's some names you just see in trial over and over and over again.
And over and over. And some guild members that, you know, they don't display the guild names when they're in the trial channel, but you know by the names what guilds they're representing, which, you know, is what it is. And Bear says in chat that any hit that doesn't kill is considered assault.
That's
so
correct.
If you don't do the killing blow, you're up for assault.
Makes perfect sense. Now, of course, the next step on this is murder, the blow that actually kills. But that's not necessarily a enemy faction killing you. That's your own faction killing you.
That's correct.
Yeah,
So-
player PKs, player killers that basically go around and hunt their own faction for... A lot of times they're farming the infamy points so they can get well on their way to being pirate.
Exactly, and that's really the only way to become a pirate, isn't it? Is to get a certain amount of infamy points. Points.
Yeah, it takes 3,000 infamy points. And, you know, early on in the server, I was noticing, watching trial chat stuff, people were actually blocking pirates by finding them innocent, because when you get found innocent, you lose your infamy points, a certain number of them.
That's interesting.
I remember that. I remember there were several people that it was obvious they were going pirate, and the jury, in a weird sort of punishment, decided to give or take away some of their infamy points by making them or finding them innocent.
Yeah. Which is pretty darn clever as a social system. Gotta say.
Sorry, Liette. We have noticed that the trial system has calmed down quite a bit. It was non-stop, constant, you know, multiple ones going on at the same time in the beginning, and now it's, you know, it's kind of spaced out where people that wanted to go that way have already been that way. They're already, you know, past the trial process and are now pirates, or, you know.
Right, I remember when we first started playing the game, and of course, myself and Liette got into it a little late, but I remember when we first started playing, and the trial chat was moving faster than the general chat. It was just one trial after another, over and over and over again.
Now, there is one thing of note, though. I sat on a jury yesterday, and it was of a Shots Fired person. Shots Fired is a pirate guild. He had no crime whatsoever. But because he's a pirate, he automatically went to trial when he got killed. And we sentenced him to max, 48 minutes, for no crimes whatsoever, just for being a pirate.
Well, that works.
Well,
he had to have committed amount of crimes to get there, right? I mean, once you're a pirate, you're pretty much a pirate.
Gosh, I forget the name. And it was within the last few days. Somebody got 100 and some minutes. I was shocked. I wish I remember who it was, because I was going, wow, you've done a lot of stuff. So it can actually affect your gameplay should you choose to commit antisocial behavior.
I had a screenshot, and we had a few technical difficulties as we were preparing for this, so I didn't get it up, but I actually have a screenshot that I found where some poor guy got 712 minutes.
Oh my gosh.
712 minutes. I found it, I believe it was on Reddit, and somebody posted a screenshot of a trial, and they sentenced the guy to 712 minutes. How many days is that?
Wow. Um,
11
I
I
haven't
don't know.
hours.
Are you
I'm
sure that
sorry.
was
That's a
real?
lot.
I haven't seen anything that high,
No,
but if
I
someone
have.
got that high, they absolutely deserved it because to get that high of even an option for it, you really have to be a.
I've seen like 9 hours where I actually saw it scrolling on the screen. So, yeah, it's
That's
crazy.
that's almost 12 hours.
Um,
Nice. We have someone in chat that says 1,700-minute jail time in 30 trials. The guy just judged an hour ago.
that's amazing.
Wow.
That's awesome.
Wow. 1,700. I can't
Well,
even think of that divided by 60.
That's awesome that they do that.
That's
I mean,
a lot of days.
If it's not a deterrent
28
for the
hours.
person doing it again, it's at least keeping them out of play for that amount of time, so they won't be hassling people.
They got jailed right at $29.99 infamy. That is awesome.
Oh, and then they couldn't play for days because nice.
So
That's pretty sweet.
That's a month. That's nice.
well, that's actually hours.
It's hours.
Hours.
So
a long
what do
time.
y'all think of this system? We've never, I don't know about Deuce, but I know myself, Memo, and Liette, we've never played a game like this before. We've never played a game where there was actually, well, without having a polite way to say it, punishment for the douchebags. So, I mean, what do y'all think of this? Is this enough? Should there be more?
I personally think that it's still flawed because, like, for larceny, you can plant off your farm all day long and not get in trouble. But if I go and pick something that you plant off your farm, I get crime points if you report my footsteps. If somebody flags purple to kill me or kill one of our lower members, like level 50s, we go back, seek revenge. We have to turn purple and we get crime points for killing them, for killing our people. So I don't totally agree with some of the ways you get crime points.
Yeah, there's also a huge flaw, and this is something that we all know with, people flagging purple and then flagging back to green so that you can't attack them unless you want the infamy points. And that right there is a big flaw in the system that I would like to see. I mean, 5 minutes minimum. If you flag purple, you're stuck there for 5 minutes. I mean, I've heard people even suggest longer than that, but minimum of 5 minutes. So if you do exhibit bad behavior, you can't just skip out on it. You get to pay the price for it.
Yeah, it's like the other day, a bunch of us ran to help some guildies over at Burt Council that are being camped, and this one guy, man, I had him dead to rights. I did, just a slither of health, and I probably should have shot an arrow at him, but I decided just to jump on in at him. But right before I jumped on in at him, he turned green, and wasn't nothing I could do about it.
Nope.
Because if you would have turned purple to kill him, you would have got 10 infamy points if he reported you.
Mm-hmm.
I was pretty mad enough. I probably should have, but it is something that XL Games needs to look into, at least fixing. If you flag purple, you should. My personal opinion is you should probably be stuck that way for 5 minutes. I mean, by
Minimum.
By 5 minutes, you've either done what you set out to do, or
you're dead.
Or you're dead, and most likely get to experience the trial system.
Or if you're just engaged in combat, don't be able to flip a switch out of it, I think that would be fair too.
We've actually tested it extensively up, battling our own people up by the farms because we were bored waiting for something to grow, hit its timer. And yeah, I can literally bloodlust, hit somebody, start running while Meg's chasing me down, and flip back to green before he can kill me.
Yeah. Yeah, that's not cool.
No, not at all. Not at all.
Gosh.
But y'all were talking about crime points, and I did a quest the other day. I actually had three points myself. I didn't know you weren't supposed to attack people next to guards, and when I did, I got schooled. I got schooled pretty hardcore.
Quick trip to the shrine.
Yeah, quick trip to the
I've done
shrine,
that.
and 3 infamy points. So I had 3 infamy points. So I'm like, oh, well, okay, this is cool. So I was in Sand Deep doing a quest, and I'm like a lot of y'all. I don't read the quest, most of them anyway. But I was in Sand Deep doing a quest where you had to go underwater, fish up a box, and then deliver it to an NPC. And when I got done with it, it turned all my crime points. It reset them. Well, my 3 crime points, mind you, went to 0 after I finished this quest. So obviously there's some dailies or repeatable quests in the game that will allow you to get rid of some of your crime points.
Yeah, I think it's 30 a quest you can get rid of.
Yeah, there's definitely dailies that do that.
Which is pretty cool. I mean, if you're exacting vengeance against jerks, then it's nice.
Then go fish some boxes out of the bottom of the ocean.
Pretty much. I shall do my penance.
Well, you know what's funny is there are 2 quests in Marinople. Is you have to clean out the sewers or pick weeds in the city limits, and that's 2 daily quests right there. But it's the beautification of Marinople gets rid of larceny. I mean, gets rid of infamy points.
Kind of like community service.
Exactly.
Yep.
Did plenty of that growing up. All right. So, have any of y'all been in jail?
I
Not
have.
yet.
I went to jail on
Really?
purpose
Not.
early.
Did you get the bucket hat?
No, I didn't get the bucket hat. I think I was the first grievance member to actually go to jail. Even for Tobiachi went to jail. I went to jail.
Oh my.
Just to see how it's done. Okay? And yeah, you can move around and stuff, but you can't log out. You have no functions. You can dig up some dirt, find some spoons. I never found any, the clothing and stuff that some of the guys have found and stuff, but me, it was just running around for the 12 minutes I think I got. It was very easy to spend the time. Now, when you got 1,700 minutes, that's another story.
Yeah.
12 minutes goes very quickly.
So now you said spoons. What would you use a spoon for?
There's actually, on the other side of the wall, there's a tunnel built. Okay, and you climb down in the tunnel with these spoons, and you can use the spoon on the wall, and it starts digging from the outside in, and you can jailbreak.
So you can just get out of jail?
If your guild breaks you out of jail, yes, you can get out of jail.
Now, what are the penalties for that?
I don't know.
I think
'Cause
you
I've never
retain
made
a
it.
debuff for a certain amount of time if you break out. And isn't there another way to get out too? Some kind of parachute thing that only lasts a certain amount of time. Is that correct? I'm pretty sure there's another method. I read it on Reddit, and I'll have to look it up.
Future criminal?
What? I'm just being prepared. Okay?
Storing up information.
Yes.
Yeah. I know
Before you know.
Halberd was gliding above the jail and lost his glider and ended up in jail for 24 hours. So he got broken out of jail, needless to say. But yeah, he was going to be stuck there because he broke into jail, and he got the debuff for 24 hours.
I'll be darned. So you can actually give yourself jail time.
Yes, you can.
Now I wonder,
So
does that give you infamy points?
It did not. No, it didn't give him infamy points.
Interesting.
So where is the jail geographically?
Marinople.
Marinople.
Okay. I have not seen it yet. I'm gonna check it out.
Jump in.
No.
All you got to do. In fact, to get on the juries and stuff, you have to do some quests that run around, talk to this guard, talk to the judge, do this, do that, and that's how you get so you can get selected on jury. And the advantage of jury duty is at 5 jury trials, if you have less than 50 infamy, you can do a quest for a cloak, which lets you judge people out in the jail.
Sweet.
Is it 5
Yes.
or 10?
No, 10 is the gavel.
Okay.
Oh, that's
What's the
sweet.
gavel do?
Absolutely nothing.
All right, because I had one in my inventory. I can figure out what it did to save my life.
Okay. I'm reading chat. I'm sorry. That's why I'm looking all distracted for a second.
That's a good point by DL Rewind. We do have a lot of, PKers in our alliance.
Oh, yeah, we had some idiot last night stalking us as we were trying to do a trade pack run.
Saw
Finally,
one jail today though.
finally,
Oh, it made me happy.
Yeah, I finally got a hold of one of our trade packs. Just a real, yeah.
Bottom feeder.
Dingus.
Nothing better to do than harass people, and we're going to see that, and it's just one of the things we're going to have to deal with as we come. And it's good for us PvP wise, because we get to add whole guilds to our
To a
kill on
KOS
sight
list.
list, because a couple of their members that they're allowing to run all around and be asshats.
Pretty much.
And we're getting some real good info from chat. Sorry to interrupt you there, Steel. Trump asked, what's the jail debuff? And you can't use your skills. The pool said you can't attack or do anything with the jail debuff. Though we did hear from, let me make sure I'm saying this right, Dilated Pupil. You can ride a horse and plant seeds or make seed bundles with the debuff.
Or use the auction house. You can do that.
Oh, you can ride somebody else's horse, not your own horse. All right. So thank you for the info, guys. That's helpful.
So if you break
in jail.
What do you guys think of Bushy?
Yeah, moving
is a
on.
question, chat.
Yeah, next question.
Not even worth. We think the same as every other guild on our side.
Yeah.
Not even worth discussing.
Different guilds play different ways. That's all. That's one of the glories of this game. Really, is that if you want to PK your own faction, go out there, be pirates, do what you want to do. Commit crimes against your own faction. Do it. You can do it in this game. It is perfectly okay. You're gonna serve some jail time, but so be it. If you're just a bunch of little 14-year-old, 15-year-old kids going around trying to be adults and want to use a game to be a man, you can do that too.
And there's certain guilds you'll join that it doesn't matter what you've done. If you've done something completely innocent and wound up on trial, if you're a member of a certain guild, you're going to go to jail because they don't care. They just see what guild you're a member of.
Yep, and there are good and bad people in every guild. Even Bushy.
I haven't found one yet, but I'm sure they're there somewhere.
I'm sure they're there. They're there in every guild, good and bad people. Yeah, Shady, that is definitely what makes the game so cool. And to get back to Rewind, I don't personally like the whole being able to turn on your own faction thing. It's a mechanic of the game. It's open PvP. I understand why it's there. Doesn't mean I have to like it. I like it better when you have a set enemy, but it does add a little interest to the game. When you're out doing trade pack runs, or you're in a contested area and you've got a group of people, you've always got to look over your shoulder, and it does add a certain bit of rush to the gameplay when you have to do that. Not that I like it, but I mean, everybody's looking for people who are going to pounce on them or people to pounce on. I mean, pretty much, our philosophy is if you're red, you're dead. So if we come across you and we can attack you, and you're red, we're going to attack you. That's PvP. That also kind of goes for if you're purple, you're dead too, pretty much.
Yep. Purple is just a shade of red to me.
Yeah, and another good point by Rewind is that we're going to see a lot of this in alpha and beta, because really there's really no consequences. Almost everybody is going to change their names when it comes to launch, and they're going to start over however they want to start over. Now you are always going to have the individuals or guilds that their sole purpose on life is just to make you have a bad day. They walk around like really excited people doing that. That's what gets them off. So be it. There's other guilds out there, kind of like Grievance, that we have a different philosophy.
Well, one of the reasons why you can turn purple in this game is for those griefers in your own faction that all they want to do is annoy you. And so while you can't kill them in a safe zone, they will come out of a safe zone eventually, and then they will be targeted.
Yep, and after a situation like last night, I am so grateful that the next time I see that person, you know who you are. I can take care of you, you little person.
You got a whole guild looking for that guy, so.
I will say one thing I've discovered, and it's not true for all guilds, but a lot of these PK guilds will come in there and they're all big and bad when it's two of them or one of them ganking somebody
Or
20.
four of them.
Yeah, ganking somebody 20 levels lower than them. But as we've proved time and time again, if we come in there with the same numbers or more, they all go hide around the skirts of the little res lady. I mean, it's hilarious. Yep. They all like circle this lady like they're hiding under the bed or something. It's like, come on, be a man, come out here, die, or kill us. Yes. One of the two. We got the same number of people. Go kill us.
Just come take your medicine.
There. But it's just like that schoolyard bully. First person that stands up to them, they all running with the tail between their legs every single time.
Mm-hmm. Or they sit there and they start whining. Why are you guys so mean? Why are you hating on me? Tears.
You know what I wish? I wish they'd put a chicken dance in the game.
Oh my gosh! Yes. Mm-hmm.
That would be hilarious. But we'll try to get off this topic. We can beat this one.
Yep.
Beat this one half to death. I wouldn't mind, and I'll put this out there to any, how should I say it, less than foul-mouthed pirate. If you're a pirate and you are interested in being on a cast, mm-hmm. we would love to interview you about how to be a pirate, because that's something that Grievance members will never be, and we'd love to do a cast on it. Because when you go pirate, what happens, guys?
Pirate Island.
You lose your guild. So, if there's any pirates out there watching this cast, we would really, really like to get up with you and pick your brain, maybe have you on a cast or do a question and answer with you. Like I said, this is a short cast tonight, guys. We just wanted to touch on the jury system. We next Wednesday is going to be really iffy because we're gearing up for the real life get together. We do have a cast scheduled. However, due to our annual real life get together coming up, we may or may not get it off. We'll see. We'll see, because the get together starts Thursday and we got a lot of people traveling. But we'll try. May just be a couple of us. I may try to get on here myself if I can. We'll see. But thank you everybody for watching us tonight. Thank you, Liette.
Thank you for having me.
Memo.
Thanks, folks.
And Deuce.
I tell you, I love this stuff, so as always, love it.
Look, guys, we'll see y'all next week. Remember, if you want to know more about Grievance, check us out, www.grievancegaming.org. You can obviously follow us here on Twitch. We have several casts that go on, plus streaming all during the week. Or you can follow us on Twitter at Grievance Gaming. Anyway, thank you, everybody. Been a great time. And we will catch y'all later on.
Have a good night.
Night, folks.